you like to make short films and documentaries about the moments in life, being able to look back into the past and relive moments of your life forever? How would you like to go to music festivals, explore the Adirondack Mountains, and take spontaneous trips not knowing where you will end up or if you'll ever make it there? Today's guest will talk about these and other unique experiences she encountered on a recent trip to Nashville, Tennessee to see the full totality solar eclipse. The Humanities Mass Communications Department at Norwalk Community College presents The New Directors, the show that introduces you to television's future writers, directors, and personalities. And now join our host, Stephanie Garvey, to meet the next new director.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Garvey, and thank you for joining us for today's edition of The New Directors. All of the people involved with this program are students in the television production course and are directing, switching, controlling audio, operating cameras, and acting as talent for the first time today. The guests you will meet on this show are students who, when not on camera, are behind the scenes working hard to bring this program to you with as few mistakes as possible. Each student has written and directed 4 different productions. The program will give them a chance to talk about themselves, the productions they've created, and give you the chance to get to know them and enjoy some of the work they've done during the semester. Our guest today is a person who has been documenting her life extensively for almost 10 years, capturing cherished moments and she's experienced with close ones, and the places she's traveled. We would like you to meet our guest today, Glorianna Restrepo.
Hello, how are you, Stephanie?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm great.
So tell me about yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Glorianna. I'm 20 years old, and I'm a student here at NCC. And I love it.
And you love film.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of been the introduction you have into this world?
Yeah, I've been recording literally since I got my first camera, and I've been embarrassing my friends along with me. Starting in high school, like, I would just pull out my camera and be like, okay, guys, like, everyone come over, we're going to do a skit, like, we're going to make parody music videos, it's going to be so fun. We're going to do a hot sauce celebrity Chubby Bunny name game challenge where, like, my friends and we played this game, but after every time you said a name, you had to fill your mouth with grapes. Besides, like, challenges and games, like, I've been documenting my travels. My friends and I went to Punta Cana after we graduated high school. I've been recording short films in my spare time, and I just love traveling and recording memories, and my friends and I could, like, look back at them and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that was so long ago. Like, we had so much fun. Remember, like, that.
It's so cool that you have so much to look back on. I mean, starting from such a young age, by incorporating kind of the games at the beginning, you get your friends on board early on, and then kind of get to include them with everything past this. So, did you recently take a trip?
Yeah, I recently went to Nashville, Tennessee with my friend Claire. We got in the car the Friday before the solar eclipse, and we were like, let's just drive. I booked the Airbnb in the car. It said it was going to take 12 hours to get there. We were like, okay, cool. And then we were in New Jersey, like 3 hours in, and we got a flat tire.
Oh my God.
And we were just like, okay, what do we do? And we didn't have, like, the tire lock, so we couldn't get the tire off, and we found it underneath, like, the trunk.
Stop.
And they changed their tire for us. We were back on the road. We got to Nashville. We were tired after 25 hours on the road. We, like, lay down in a nice field to watch the eclipse. It's going super great. Like, we have our glasses on, and we're watching, like, all of it until full totality is, like, about to happen, and this massive cloud comes and just covers the entire thing. But it was still really amazing. Like, the crowd, the energy, everyone was so happy that they, like, at least got to experience, like, total darkness.
So you're in a field that you've now taken 27 hours to drive to, and there's still energy and there's still excitement in this field, even though there's now a cloud covering what you just drove 27 hours for.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like, and I'm so happy. Like, I documented that. I'll get to keep that memory forever. Not only can I tell everyone how sad that I drove 27 hours to just see a cloud ruin, like, a once-in-a-lifetime moment.
But it was an adventure.
My friend Claire and I will never forget that. Like, we went delusional together, so we're like this. It's a pact.
That is something that definitely bound to. Yeah.
We're basically sisters now.
Once the hallucinations start to join up, I mean, it's like, oh, well, this is it. This is forever.
Married.
So what started you on the filmmaking path?
Ever since I was young, my dream has been to like be on TV or be in some sort of video. Like, I guess we live in a generation where like society, like kids blow up on the internet. You could go from like living in your mom's basement to having like 80 million followers by playing like Call of Duty on the internet. So I know, like, I assume I'm funny. Hopefully to other people I am too. Like, my biggest dream was to be on SNL when I was young. So I've always just like had the idea of, oh, I want to be on TV. But it wasn't until I turned like 18 or 19 I realized, oh, I want to be behind the camera actually. I want to record, I want to direct, I want to write screenplays. I wrote a screenplay when I turned 18 with my best friend. I just like keep getting more and more like indulgent. I don't know the word, but like I just keep like,
you're excited about
creating.
New experiences.
I love creating, and like when I get the chance to create, I will. And if I can't film, then I move to photography. And if I can't can't shoot photography, then like I don't know, I'll make collages of artwork. I just always need to be creating.
Is that kind of why you decided to start, one of the reasons at least you started to take this course?
Yeah, exactly. I took a few classes. I took a 12-week program at New York Film Academy to just like see like, oh, okay, this is a fast-moving world. I have to adjust to it, or either like this isn't for me. So once I did that, I realized, okay, like this is for me. I love it. So let me go back to NCC. Let me start taking TV1, and that's where I am now.
So from this course, what do you think has been the most useful thing that you've learned?
Definitely time management. I am a procrastinator. I wish I wasn't, but I am. I'm also a slob, so like everything I own is just like on my bedroom floor. But this class has really helped me just like pull my together, like really helped me pull my together. And I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah, no, that's what we keep hearing, that is that the biggest struggle with this class was that you have this much work to do, and to be able to be creative, you have this much time.
Yeah.
And putting that together is kind of difficult.
Yeah, on top of like a full schedule,
right.
On top of other classes and other requirements. Like, obviously, all professors will tell you, like, you need to make time for this. But if you want to take TV1, like, you need to make time for it, or you're going to fall back. It's
not an English essay that you can start at midnight, the night before it's due, and say, oh, watch me, by 3 a.m. this will be done.
Yeah,
or at the very least, like 4 a.m. You can't really cram this.
No,
not 4 a.m. You're like, I need to shoot outside during the daytime. Looks out the window. Oh, okay, it's night. So throughout this class, you had to create 4 projects. That's correct?
Correct.
So student studies, cup of tea, fall foliage, and orange project.
Yes, sirree, Bob. All 4.
All 4. You want to tell us a little something about those?
I would love to. So my first project was a student studies project, and this is where we kind of like learned like basic continuity things, such as like make sure like you have a clean exit and a clean entrance so you could easily follow the action. And I'm just one of those people that like wants things to happen fast. So I kind of like cheat my clean entrances and exits. I just usually cut on the action to make things move faster. But with me, like I can't just get instructions and then follow a prompt. Like I always have to put my creative twist on it. Like in the cup of tea project on the rubric, it didn't say that you need to use a tripod, so in my mind I was like, do whatever you want. So like the whole time I did like crazy 180 shots, like I broke the 180 rule. But the thing about the 180 rule is if like you understand it, then you're allowed to break it. Like you need to know your basics before you experiment. And
I love that cut. I love when you like, I'm sorry, that's such a fantastic
I'm just
cut.
such like a fast-paced person. And like I always want to do the things I want to do, and it's really hard for me to like take advice because I'm like, oh, I love this. Like, oh, you think it's extra? Well, I'm gonna put it in anyway.
Well, I'm extra,
yeah.
So
just enjoy it. I loved like just going out there and recording everything. Like the nature project, even though I'm such like a people person, like I always want a face or eyes on a camera because I feel like if not, it's boring. But it was really fun to just like go out into nature and broaden my spectrum. And then in the 4th project, the orange project, my dad volunteered to be my actor But the thing is, he is so bad in front of the camera, like you could point it right at him and he'll just start hysterically laughing. But yeah, it's just really important to like make sure your continuity is on point, because I feel like that's one of the most important things, because it's really easy to lose yourself into a project. Like,
yeah.
Even like lengthwise too, a lot of people tend to make things so long because they don't cut things like as fast as they should, and those like frames really make the difference.
It keeps the momentum throughout your film. I mean, in all of yours, we just watched, you know, small clips from all of them, but all of them are fast paced. Like, you feel like you're going on an adventure, you know, whether or not it's through nature or if it's, you know, time travel. I think that's what's happening. Like,
I mean, they're teleporting.
Space and time. Yeah, it's like just teleportation.
I just have to put my own twist on everything. It's a bad habit, but it's
not a bad habit. Yeah. It makes your work very easy to identify. You know, when your film comes on the screen, I'm like, oh, okay, I know who made this, and that's a positive. That's a good thing. It's not just cookie cutter. It's not like I completed the assignment. It's like, this is my assignment, which is really nice.
The problem is I always like take my time, which like in
again
this
with
case,
that time.
I don't have that time, but I'm like taking it regardless, and I just can't put out work for people to see and enjoy if I don't enjoy it, you know? Like, it has to be something I'm proud of. I have to enjoy it. Like, it has to be aesthetically pleasing for me, or like I'm not gonna even want to show it to anyone, you know?
Right. You've got pride in your work. That's a good thing. Mm-hmm. So out of the films that we just saw and you kind of worked on throughout the semester, which one of them kind of resonated the most with you?
My favorite project was my cup of tea project, the teleport teeing project. Obviously, like, the worst pun in the world, but when he assigned the project and I saw like the example, I was like, I can't, my brain can't fathom doing something so boring. Like, no offense. But I was like, I need to put a twist on this. I need to make it fast paced. I need to like take it and make it my own. And here, like, there was actually cuts in between those slides, like, and you can't even tell because I just like edited it. I edited it so fastly. Not fastly, I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's just like,
together. I love this.
I don't know. It doesn't really make sense in the long sense, but I don't know. It's something I enjoyed, and it's something like I find visually pleasing, and it's like the lines of emotion and grace, and it's also like so fast paced that like without music, you could still feel the intensity of it.
Absolutely. I mean, well, and I know that that you were making fun of yourself for breaking that rule with the non-tripod, but that little movement with the camera, the little shakiness, it makes you feel as a viewer on edge, which engages you more in, you know, this project, which is exciting. So, I mean, I love it. Absolutely. That's like one of my favorite projects. So, throughout this whole class as a whole, what was, do you think, the most useful skill that you learned, and how do you think you're going to use it in like future films?
Definitely just keeping track of everything. There's so many moving parts when it comes to making a short film or a film in general, and it's so easy to get behind. If you don't have your edit decision list and you're just which I do all the time, I waste hours just like sitting on Avid or Final Cut, just like skimming through everything, trying to find the perfect shot, where if I use the edit decision list, I could be like, oh, it's clip 7, you know? Right. So that's something I have to take with me and use in my everyday life.
Absolutely. The organizational thing is definitely very difficult. Yeah. And it will save you time later, but I mean, even throughout your projects, you can see how creative you are and you've made it work, so.
Oh my gosh, thank you. You're so sweet.
So today we got to meet someone who shared with us what it's like to document life on the fly. As a new TV director, she hopes to apply what she has learned here at NCC to document other travel and world experiences. She also plans to use the new knowledge from TV1 to create exciting travel videos in the future, and maybe even shoot a film.
Oh, maybe. Do you want to be in it? Are you going to be on my crew?
I'd be in it. I would. I totally would.
Okay, well, let's do it then.
We'd like to thank Gloria Restrepo for joining us today.
You're very welcome. I had a great time.
I'm glad that you enjoyed kind of coming here. We hope you enjoyed meeting one of television's future directors, and we hope that you will continue to join us each week to watch our progress. Thank you, and have a great day.
Bye.
This actually went really well. I'm really happy this is.
This has been The New Directors with your host, Stephanie Garvey, directed by by Henry Thompson. I'm your announcer, Edwin Rosado. The New Directors is a Norwalk Community College student production.
Longer than I thought already. When do you think it's